This is Reverend Rose.
Thank you.
There's a mouse trap in the house.
Several years ago, there was a mouse looking through a small hole in the kitchen wall, and he saw a farmer and his wife open a small box. And the mouse said to himself, "Oh my, what goodies I will get today." But unfortunately, when the farmer opened that box and pulled out something, it was a mouse trap. And so the mouse ran out of the house and went down to the barnyard and said to the chicken, "There's a mouse trap in that house. There's a mouse trap in the house. A mouse trap in the house." And the chicken said,
I do think the state need to put more heat on these supervisors and election board when it goes to vote. There's a lot of legal stuff going on. And the reason why it's going on is because y'all not putting the heat where they did. See, like every year, when it comes to election, the same thing happens. These different cities, y'all don't do nothing about it. It's time to get and do something. If they don't do nothing, it's a big problem. In the state of Georgia, especially around the rural town like where I live at, in areas, it is a big problem. So y'all need to put the heat where it be at. You won't have all this problem, believe me. It ain't about no friend or whoever in charge. It's about doing what they're supposed to do. If it's legal, they're doing it legal. It needs to be done right. It's a big problem in the state of Georgia. Believe me, down in my area, it's a serious problem. Every time election come up, it's always legal stuff going on with the election board. Supervisor, all of them. And that's a fight. Because I subpoenaed people in elections that live in 20 miles out of the town. That's right, I did, myself. 15 miles out of the town, don't even live in the city here. You know, it's a big problem, I'm telling you now. Y'all need to put the heat with me, I don't care who it is. That's what y'all supposed to do. Am I right? Okay, that's all I got to say.
A mouse trap in the house?
"Well, that's of no concern to me. I'm a chicken. A mouse trap is designed to trap mice. I'm not a mouse. I don't belong to the mice family. That's your problem." And so he was disappointed, but he ran over and said to the pig, "There's a mouse trap in the house. There's a mouse trap in the house." And
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to say that we commend the Quitman team plus 2 for the way they handle themselves during this. The thing about it that was so beautiful is that it was all of us. And they had a wonderful team. Sister Lewis Yard, Nancy Denner, Mrs. Simmons from Atlanta, and Attorney King. They made those people look like amateurs.
Amen.
Let me give you a little background, but I'm so thankful to the Quitman team plus 2 that they did not take a plea bargain.
Amen.
Amen. If they had been convicted of one crime, that would have been a felony on their records, and they would have been messed up for life. My prayer to God was total exoneration. Innocent on all counts. And God brought us through.
Sure did.
I want to give you a little background. On December 2010, 10 citizens of Quitman, Georgia were arrested and accused of voter fraud. These citizens was arrested, unceremoniously put in orange jumpsuits, their names splattered all over the newspaper, the television, the radio, and this was only an indictment. An indictment is only an accusation. But yet these citizens were presumed guilty before there was even a trial. Amen. And we must understand that every citizen is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. When they was arrested, we thank God for the community that came together. And the first meeting was held at Bethel Church. We thank God for Bethel for opening their doors. I was the pastor there. We also like to thank our good friend Floyd Rose. Stand up, Pastor Rose. God always have people in place when you need them the most.
Amen.
He is a stalwart in the civil rights movement. He knew what to do. He even named the Quitman 10. Amen. He showed us how to get this movement organized. And we thank God for him. He's from the SCLC. Amen. We thank God for them and Tyrone Brooks coming down and helping us. Also, during this movement, the NAACP was started here. And that was to, there might be future cases that might come up, and we'll have an organization in place to make sure we can handle this situation. Now, the United States Constitution guarantees each person equal protection under the law. The United States Constitution guarantees that every person of our nation is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. The rights of these citizens were violated. Amen.
Yes, sir.
And what angers me so is the fact that Sister Latasha Head died with these accusations hanging over her head.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
yet there are still, with her, 11 people that still have to be tried. This case has been going on for 4 years.
Sir.
Now, you have to understand one thing, and that is, every person is entitled to a speedy trial. Their rights was violated. Now, why did it take over 4 years to bring these people to justice? It's because they didn't have a case.
Right, right, right.
Amen.
That's right.
They didn't have a case. They were hoping that they would take the plea. But when they didn't do that, they had to prove their case. And if you were in the courtroom,
That's right.
you would have seen one of the biggest fiascos you ever wanted to see in your life.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
Oh, yes.
The witnesses lied on the stand.
Yes, yes, yes.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation lied on the stand.
That's right.
Yes.
Falsified documents.
That's right.
Yes.
The Secretary of State lied on the stand.
Yes.
Sure did.
Yes. Yes.
Boone from the post office, who started this whole mess, lied on the stand,
Sure did.
Yes.
all to try to make these citizens look guilty.
My Lord. My Lord.
But thank God But we have a God who sits high.
Come on now.
And he
Yes,
looks
sir.
down.
That's right.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
Lord.
Lord.
That's right.
The sad thing about this case is Governor Deal, who is the leader of the state of Georgia, left the state capital to come down here and suspend people who were elected to the school board.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
This election was certified
Yes, sir.
and without due process of law.
That's right.
Every person is entitled to due process of law.
Yes.
That's right.
But he's put it upon himself to suspend Dr. Nancy Danner, who has a doctor's degree,
Yes, sir.
Sister Diane Thomas, who has a master's degree,
Earned.
and Sister Linda Troutman.
Yes, Lord.
They treated us like, you got to excuse me for saying us, because I was just as angry as they were.
That's right. That's right.
Every citizen in Brooks County should have been angry
Upset.
Come on now.
Yes, sir.
for the way
Yes,
they
sir.
treated our citizens.
Yes,
That's right.
sir.
But yet many people didn't get involved because, number one, you thought they was guilty because the white man said they were.
There it is. There it is. Come on now. That's all right.
That's it. And you're scared.
Come on now. That's it. That's it.
My question is, how are you going to get the horse back into the
Yes,
barn?
he is.
That's right.
These people's names have been tarnished, their reputation besmirched. They have been talked about, accused of different things, and now they are proven innocent. How are you going to get the horse back in the... How will you restore these people good name and reputation? How are we going to do that? We need to look at that and see what we can do to help them restore their good name. One thing that most people didn't understand, and I'm getting ready to close, were that when the G.B.R, the Secretary of State, canvassed the community, they tried to strike fear in the heart of the black community.
Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They didn't want you to vote.
That's right.
Don't.
They especially didn't want you to vote absentee because those absentee ballots can be accounted for.
Yes, sir. Paper
That's
trail.
right. Paper
Paper
trail.
trail.
Trial proved that there was corruption downtown.
That's right.
If it wasn't for the absentee ballots, it never would have been uncovered.
That's right.
Many people don't understand that when those incumbents were declared the winner that night and woke up and had lost the election that next day, it's because they didn't intend to count the absentee ballots.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
But God prevailed.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
The prosecution changed the wording on the ballots to prosecute Lula Smart. The language was not there in 2010. They changed it
My Lord, my Lord.
That's right.
on the ballot to make it look like she was guilty. The prosecution suppressed evidence.
Yes, sir.
They hid evidence.
Sure they did. I'm a witness.
Amen. Show enough. Speak it. Tell the truth.
I believe that we ought to demand, as concerned citizens,
Yes.
that they drop the charges on every remaining member.
There it is. There it is.
What's so amazing is that Sister Dana and all of the workers on the pole had been trained.
Yeah.
They knew what to do. But yet they tried to make it look like they were incompetent. But God prevailed.
Amen.
Few of the thousands of this trial, and then I'm going to sit down. And I don't know about you, but I got angry when I looked. I didn't even vote absentee ballot that time. And here come the G.B.R. and the Secretary of State knocking on my door.
Wow.
Wow.
But one thing that happened that most people don't understand is that you all shut them down.
Amen.
Amen.
You all shut them down. When you told them that we're not going to answer your question, we voted who we wanted to vote for, I did what I wanted to do, get out of my yard.
Woo. There it is.
We don't have to be afraid no longer.
All right. Amen.
That just maybe, by not having these questions answered, that there's a mousetrap in the house.
The pig said, look at me. Why should I be concerned about a mousetrap? It poses no threat or danger to me. That's your problem. You deal with that. Disappointed, but he ran over to the cow and he said to the cow, there's a mousetrap in the house. There's a mousetrap in the house. And the cow said, well, I'm feeling it, brother, but you know, that's your problem. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a meeting of the cows tonight and we'll pray for you. But that's your problem and a problem for mice. He was disappointed, but he went back up to the house and looked through that hole again. And over into the night, he heard a snap, and the farmer's wife turned on the light, and as she reached down to see what was going on, she noticed that the tail of a snake had been trapped by that mousetrap. But then as she endeavored to free it, that snake bit her. And her husband grabbed her and took her to the emergency room of the hospital, and they gave her a shot and sent her home. And when she got home, she didn't get any better. In fact, she developed a fever, and so her husband called the doctor, and the doctor told her husband, well, I'll tell you what you do. You put her to bed, and then you make her a big bowl of chicken soup. And so the farmer went out to the barnyard and took that chicken, wrung its neck, killed it, and made his wife a bowl of chicken soup. And the mouse shook his head and said, I tried to tell that chicken. But there was a mouse trap in the house. The story doesn't end there. She didn't get any better, and family and friends came to visit with her and to console her. And the farmer walked in one day and said, y'all like barbecue? I said, yeah. He said, well, I got a pig out in the barn. So he went out in the barn and grabbed that pig and killed that pig, barbecued it. And the mouse said, I tried to tell you. But there was a mouse trap in the house. The story still doesn't end. The farmer's wife died. And after the funeral, there's always food to eat. And so the farmer killed a cow. And then cooked that cow. And the mouse shook his head and said, I tried to tell them all that there was a mouse trap in the house. And I've come to this place today to tell you there's a mouse trap.
All right.
In the house. And Dr. Martin Luther King, before whose memorial we stand today, reminded us all that there's a mutual dependence and a necessary connection between all of us. And none of us can be all that we ought to be until the rest of us are all that we need to be. We can never be all that we need to be until the rest of us are all that we ought to be. John Donne put it in graphic terms when he said, no man is an island, no man stands alone. Each man's joy is joy to me, and each man's grief is my own. I am involved in mankind. And so, Dr. King had it right. And now, for these people who wouldn't have walked to the first stop sign with him, are you?
Well before the disaster of Georgia election security in the 2016 election, in his first full year as Secretary of State in 2010, he sent armed agents door to door in black neighborhoods in Brooks County, Georgia. This was after a big get out the vote effort there among black residents. That big get out the vote effort led to the first ever majority African-American school board in their town. Local residents said they'd been motivated that year by teacher layoffs in their school district, teacher layoffs that were really unpopular. And according to one local leader of the voter registration effort, quote, we'd been bit by the Obama bug. This was 2010. We'd been bit by the Obama bug, and we knew it was time for a change in Brooks County as well. They brought criminal charges against 12 local black residents who'd helped in the get out the vote effort. They brought charges against those 12 residents for things like bringing envelopes containing completed absentee ballots to a mailbox. They criminally charged this group of local residents with more than 100 election law violations, including dozens of felonies. They put them on trial to face more than 1,000 combined years in prison. And you know what? Not a single one of those charges held up. On every single one of those charges, the local resident was either acquitted or the charge had to be dropped by the prosecutors. Not only were there no convictions, there weren't even any plea deals. Acquitted or dropped on every single one. And the Attorney General of the state subsequently had to issue a statement clarifying that actually none of the actions those African-American local residents in Brooks County had been charged with, none of the things they were charged with were actually illegal. Mailing in absentee ballots is not a crime. Registering your neighbors to vote is not a crime. But tell that to the people who Brian Kemp sent his armed agents door to door after in 2010. That's Brian Kemp, Georgia Secretary of State.
And yet nobody is saying anything about it. And so the story goes. When will it all end? And where will we wake up to the realities of life? And when will we stop just following religious leaders who cannot stand up for our children that are filling the jails, prisons, and death row, and the probation rows? Yes, it is indeed time for me to say again to the people of America, God uses broken things. That unless we get involved in our government, register and vote, and see people as human beings rather than black and white, Asian, and etc., Democrat, Republican, Independent, we're going to destroy this nation and eventually the world. But God put us here as humane beings. Well, be that as it may, just thought I'd share that with you. No harm intended. But St. John 8:32 says, and ye shall know the truth, and that the truth shall set and make you free. Bye-bye. We're gone.